What are we talking about? We are talking about still me and my family. My, me and my family. That's what we are discussing about. We spoke about nuclear family, big family, joint family, single family. Now, let's go further. People in a family. Now, when you talk about you and your family, single family, small family, big family, nuclear family, joint family. Now we are looking at people in a family. Who are the people? Persons. Okay? People in the family. Let's look at the people in the family. All right? Let us take a look at all the people in the family. Now, parents and family form child's first relationship. So you say me and my family, you said. Okay? I and my family. My family is very important. Parents and family form the child's first. So where do you get your first connection, first relationship starts in the family. All right? What does the family provide you with? First of all, family relationship. First relationship. First relationship begins where? In the family. Next, the family provides what? The family provides you with security. You feel secure. You are made secure. You feel your security depends on the how you are related and how secure they are. What about the values? Identity. You get in the family identity. I belong to this family. I belong to that family. Identity of belonging to that particular family. And finally, in the family, you will learn values. Values. All good values are cultivated, nurtured only in a family. Family inculcate values in which are to stay with us for the end of our life. No family teaches bad habits. No family teaches bad values. They tell you, help you. There is a relationship with the members. They provide security. You get an identity in a family. And values are taught in life for life. Values are taught for life. It must reach you to the end of life. The values learned in a family. Now, let's talk about people in a family now. Kiara's father is a very nice, kind man. He goes to office every day, takes Kiara on Sundays. Her mother is very gentle lady, cooks tasty food, healthy food. So Kiara's brother is elder to her. So she has an older brother. So what about Kiara? Kiara's father. Now, we are talking about a child named Kyra. Now, the Kyra, she's got a dad. What kind of dad is he? Dad is nice and kind. Yes, he's a kind man. Dad is kind, a lovely person. Where does he go? He goes to the office. Kara's dad is a kind person. He goes to the office. Then, what does he do on Sunday? Sunday, takes the children out. Sunday is an outing day. These are the things the carer's daddy does. He's a kind man. He goes to the office. Sunday, he takes the children out. What about the mother? Kara has got a dad. Kara has got a mom. What about mom? What does she do? Mom. Let's look at that. They say her mom is a gentle lady. She is gentle. What does she do? She cooks delicious. She cooks good food for them. Now, Kara's got an elder brother too. She's got an elder brother. That's all about a Kara's family. Kara's got an older brother. Her dad is kind. He goes to the office. And on Sunday, takes them all out. Mother, she's gentle. She cooks delicious food for them. And that's all. She cooks tasty food, good food for them. All right? Now, Kara's father's father, now, she's got a grandfather. Kara's got a grandfather. What about him? Got a grandfather. She calls him Dadu. What does Kara call him? Dadu. What about Dadu? He's very loving person. Dadu is loving. Gives them a lot of affection. She's so happy. He always takes her to the park. Where does Dadu take them? Oh, he takes the children to the park close by. All right? He's very loving person. He takes her to the park whenever she visits his house. So when Kara goes to the grandfather, whom she called Dadu, he's a very loving person. Whenever she goes to his house, he takes them to the park close by. And they all live in Faridabad. Now there is a grandmother. Grandfather, then she has a grandmother. What about grandmother? Grandmother, what does Khaira call grandmother? She calls her Dadi. Dadi. Now what about Dadi? What kind of a person she is? Now, she calls her Dadi. She takes Kara to the temple and tells her stories. Where does she take her? She takes her to the temple. And she tells her stories. All of you, all stories are said by the grandmother. Prayerfulness is taught by grandmother. Then, Kara's father's parents are her paternal parents. Now, Kara has two types of grandparents. All right? One, paternal, daddies. Paternal grandparents. That is father's side, okay? From her daddy's side, so she'll have a paternal grandmother, paternal grandfather. Now, her mother's side, you have maternal grandparents. Maternal grandparents, that is from a mother's side. That is mother's father, mother's mother. All right? So paternal. Now, mother's parents are a maternal parent and she calls them Nana, Nanny. And what does she call the mother's side? She calls them Nana, nanny. Nana, nanny. She calls them Nana, nanny. Then, father's sister. If dad has got a sister, she calls them Bua. It's very loving way of saying. So, dad's. Next is dad's sister. What does she call dad's sister? Kara calls her Bua in a loving manner. Bua is lovingly called. Alright? Father's brother. Now, father's got a brother and his wife. So, dad's brother. Okay? Kara's dad's brother. What about dad's brother? Dad's brother and his wife. What do they call? And his wife. What does Kara call them? She calls them Chacha, Chachi. She calls them Chacha. And Chachi. All right. Then the children are cousins. Who? Their children are Kara's cousins. Kara's maternal parents live in Simla and their brother, they call them Mama, Mammy. Now, let's talk about their dad's maternal grandparents, mother's brother. Now we are going to talk about mother's brother. Okay? What about mother's brother? Mother's brother and his wife. And his wife. Let's see, what does Kara call them? Kara calls them Mama. Mama and Mommy. And Mommy. Alright? She calls them Mama and mother's sister. Mother's sister's Mercy. Mother's sister. Okay? Mother's sister. She calls her Mercy. Mercy. Okay. Now, what about how do they connect with their uncles and aunt children? Through emails. How do they connect? Through email. Now, family tree. Alright? Family tree is a tree shows the relationship between different members of the family. That we'll do now. Now let's look at this. Me and my family. The family, we learn relationship. Family gives security. You get an identity in a family and you learn values for life. Alright? Then, people in the family. Kaira has got an elder brother. Her dad is kind and loving man who goes to the office. Sunday, she takes the children out. Mom is very gentle. She cooks food for them. Then, grandfather. Kaira calls her grandfather Dadu. He's a loving person. Whenever she goes to the grandfather's place, he takes them to the park close by. Grandmother, she calls them Dadi, and she takes them to the temple and she tells them a lot of past stories. Now, Kaira has paternal grandparents from the father's side, grandma, grandpa. Kaira has maternal grandparents from the mother's side, mummy is daddy and mummy. Now, she calls them Nana, Nanny. Dad's sister is called Bua, That is a very loving term. If dad has got a brother and his wife, she calls them Chacha and Tati. Mummy's brother and his wife, she calls them Mama, Mammy, and mother's sister is also lovingly called Massy.